Let's welcome back to the show GOP Texas Congresswoman Beth Van Duyne. Thanks so much for joining us. What's your assessment of this? Will Iran do a real deal? CENTCOM Chief Admiral Brad Cooper said Iran suffered a generational military defeat. We should also clarify oil did close up 3% today. What do you make of what's happening?
Well, look, I think you know that Iran is going to do everything they can to stall. They're going to do everything that they can to lie and to just try to piecemeal this and not get anything at the end. You know that they're going to have to actually have to produce. They are going to do this on purpose to try to make stall and for as much time as they possibly can. And I think J.D. Vance, the negotiating team, understand that that's what they're going to do. But they've been very clear about what the goal is, and the goal is to prevent the nuclear ballistic weapons from being able to reach outside of Iran. You've already seen Iran attack its Gulf neighbors. You've already seen it threaten the Strait of Hormuz. And you've already seen it threaten the global stabilization of energy. This is what we need to make sure that they don't have the ability to do in the future. Their army, their navy, their ground troops, their missiles support has all been decimated, but we need to make sure that that continues and not to take the pressure off before those goals are reached.
Got it. Congresswoman, President Trump suggests the U.S. and Iran could work together to dig up and dig out Iran's enriched uranium. Can he get that uranium? Can he get them to open the Strait of Hormuz? Iran reportedly now demands $1 per barrel of oil toll charge for the strait paid in crypto. What do you think?
I think Iran is going to continue to try to fake that is fine, fake it till they make it. And again, this is why this is a president who not only says what he does, but does what he says. And he needs to continue that pressure. They understand that. This is not just kicking, you don't kick the hornet's nest and then walk away. You make sure that this is a power that cannot come back and threaten the rest of the region, the rest of the world, the global markets. So I believe that they're going to do that with the negotiations. I think Iran is going to try to demand all they want. And the other countries in this area that rely on the strait for their energy should be able to back us on this to make sure that's in their best interest,
right,
and recognize the fact that the U.S. is energy dominant. They are not, and they need to learn from our country, moving forward.
What do you make of Democrats trying to invoke the 25th Amendment against Trump in the middle of trying to get Iran to give up its enriched uranium for a nuclear bomb that could hit Europe, and they were possibly trying to hit the U.S. with it? He's trying to stop Iran's terror regime here and trying to open up the Strait of Hormuz. What do you make of Democrats trying to invoke the 25th Amendment against him right now?
I think their hate for this. I think their hate for this country or their hate for this president is more than the love of this country. I would remind them that they are U.S. Congress members representing the best interests of our citizens, of our country, and to start acting like it and stop undermining our military, stop undermining this mission, stop undermining America to the rest of the world.